I welcome you all to another edition of our e-magazine, Corporate Magnus. Today we have a very esteemed guest, Mr. Sankara Mahalingam sir, who is also an ESG professional. Not only that, who is having a versatile experience in many fields. So through this interview, we are going to understand what makes him to pursue such career, and he's now making changes in thousands and thousands of people life through ESG and societal responsible activities. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Sunil.
Sir is having more than 25 years of experience. Let us start with your early phase of career. Sir, how you started your career?
See, my career started straight away after my completion of my schooling. And I was put into a situation where I have to take care of my family because of my father's demise, sudden death in 1997. So it became like a, but initially it was shown as, if you see the movies, right, it will be a burden for youngster with elders in the home. But for me, it opened the door of opportunities to learn the world. Without any big formal education, what beautiful qualification which people are getting through institutions like Vivekananda College. I was not gifted to do that one, so I never went to college. And all my education was practical in learning on the job or on the work what I was doing passionately. So that way. So my initial career was into the paramilitary force as a soldier. I went at the age of 19 years. And I was my initial training was happening in Odisha, and I was deputed in a couple of places across India. And it was the most beautiful days of my career, I can tell, because I can see how beautiful our country was, and also at the same time what the societal issues or problems our citizens are facing. So typically, my thought towards social sector was in a very early stage when I was put up in election duty in 2003, and I was deputed in UP, and we were going to various places to conduct. It was very remote rural places where we conducted the election, and we were deployed there as a special forces. So while going there, I was staying in a village which was not connected with grid. Oh. So it was not having power grid. So that started to, so I saw a marriage happening in that village in the night. I mean, Petronas lights. Oh. So that was my starting point of why can't be a solution be given to them. I'm sure there was lots of development happening in our country. Many villages are now connected with grids. They have sanitary facilities also. But I also wanted to be part of the solution. So as of in the last 15 years, I have lighted up 5 villages through solar power. Great. Through my own founded NGO Dreams and
Great, sir. To be specific, can you share a few insights about paramilitary force in particular, and how you entered into that field? What makes you to enter into paramilitary force?
one is entering paramilitary force was by need because I wanted an early job. My father was there. He was serving the force for 25 years. So that way, there was the opportunity to join as a soldier. But then they were giving the opportunity to me, so I took it. And if you see the paramilitary force, it is as complicated, as important as the general defense of the army, navy, or air force. Paramilitary has more important aspect because we take care of the internal security of the country. It has around 8 different departments put together, which is like a CRPF, CISF, BSF, BPRD, Assam Rifle. So these all paramilitaries were created for the exclusive need of internal security of our country. So my department was actually taking care of the security of special monuments, special officers, actually secretary. They were giving security. So I was deployed in Punjab and Haryana Civil Secretary for the security of. So there, the entire CM security as well as the entire building security was under our department. Similarly, now they have given temples to us. You can see certain private officers have given security to paramilitary force. So they are very qualified. The entire airport is secured by paramilitary. And if you see recent Pulwama attack, it's actually anniversary of Pulwama attack. So these people work from very different conditions. I remember how we stayed, how my barracks were, how the tent staying were. But we were serving the country actually. That was the only great value that we are serving the country. So Indian paramilitary force also has the most advanced security systems currently in terms of internal security, and also they have a good career growth aspect for students. So many people, especially graduates, can enter it as a sub-inspector, inspector level. So there is exams happening there. Okay. Or you can join in a lower grade and then grow through writing internal exams. That is also possible. Or you can create clear the UPSC civil service exams, get into as assistant commander in army.
Okay, great, sir. Now, my question: after serving in paramilitary force for nearly 5 years, what make you to choose to switch into another profession?
Not being need, it was a goal for me. My point was actually one is I wanted to from the childhood I wanted to launch my own. I don't know. I was not very clear that I have to go do only NGO, but my point was I want to do something for society. So serving for my actually for my family and for the country, one of my mentor, he told me. So when I was not that keen to pick up the training or something, he wrote me a letter. Oh. He told me you can be anything. You can become a musician. If you see KFC, the founder set up that when he was in the age of 65. He became right. So you can do anything in any age, but as soldier you can do only in young age. You cannot be a soldier when you are getting into 40 years old. You will never become. So that hit me a lot. So I took up the training. I completed it. I served with lots of patriotism in my heart and mind. My team was full of Punjabis. Oh. It was a diverse from Andhra Pradesh, from Karnataka. So my gang was, my barrack was full of actually Indian. We were being Indians actually through these 5 years. I enjoyed it. But typically my life goals were to move, set up a career where I can go freely and serve the people whenever I need, whenever I want, in whenever, whichever way model I can within the Indian Trust Act. True, true. That is the reason I started to focus on shifting my career to the private. True.
So, because our country is the first country which mandates CSR also. So, from corporate standpoint, how do you see? Because globally, many countries are doing societal welfare activities, but as a country, we mandated CSR. We have a legal framework. So, how global companies are looking India or Indian companies?
This act was a change maker in corporate history. Actually. If you see, certain companies started to do philanthropically, they started to work on volunteering aspect, everything. When it was became a mandate of 2%, even though many companies don't find time in the early stage, in 2013, 14, 15, if you see, it was the company was actually struggling how to do this. So that was a mistake. Like we went and invested money heavily in somewhere, but the slow transformation which happened. Now we are connected. I'm connected with lots of the other professionals across India as well as across globe. And if you see, people are maturing in terms of their identification of project. They're bringing social innovation is happening there. Lots of great technology interventions are happening. If you see, many projects are involving technology. So it was a great change making act which the government of India brought. We should be very thankful for whoever has initiated this, whoever has brought this, and also there's a consistent opportunity happening in terms of bringing more transparency, bringing more impact through these other funds. And now research and development we can fund for many of the beautiful ideas.
How would youngsters take up as a ESG as a profession? What kind of scope they have? Because nowadays societal impact assessments are required. So in that domain, whether youngsters are having an opportunity to enter into as a profession, is there scope available in that? Kindly share a few insights about it.
Yeah. Now it has usually brought lots of needs for the company's ESG or CSR efforts. So CSR is one part of ESG, that is social. So environmental governance we have a good framework of government governance of a corporate. So you need to set up teams across all these three important aspects: environment, social. So environment, whoever is passionate about reducing carbon emission, carbon footprints, how we can make a eco-friendly supply chain, how we can transition into renewable energy. So many of the engineers who are working in environmental engineering, good aspect. Or if you have a biological science background and you want to transition here, you can do that. So in the ESG career, for initial environmental aspect, you have a good technical related openings are available. For social, my first and most important is passion. If you don't have passion, you cannot, whatever skills you have, you cannot connect with the community. Because social is complete of societal problem. It's all about how you are going and reaching people, how talking to them. So you need to have good people management skills. You need to really care for people, their outcome. You cannot go and have boardroom level talks there. So you need to be well connected on ground locally. So there you need to, MSW is good for me, but practical experience of volunteering. So as I told my story, I don't have any formal graduation. I had a BBA, LS. So I'm doing this because there was an opportunity I took up and I was doing right. Is what people think. That is the reason they are given the opportunity. So passion is what very important for social life. For governance, you need to understand, say for example, corporate secretariat. Framework. They play very, very vital role. So why it is needed is there is need to be a checkpoint. Emotionally or empathetically, I may make mistakes. It's not like intentionally, but there may be emotional and empathetical mistakes can happen. For that checkpoint, yes. They see yes. They tell no, this funding is not good. There is a conflict of interest. You have to channelize funds in proper way. There is a due diligence framework. So in FirstSource, we do amazingly as a collaborative efforts, right? I always go and ask them the question. I don't see in my corporate secretary or legal team as a department working something and they're doing something for me. True. I tell them you are part of the success. For all these years that we are doing, our CEO call it as one FirstSource. So we create that now. So my CS team always guides us. So for any new projects or any complicated projects, they are my helpline. I will openly go and ask them questions. That's a beautiful collaboration, right? So that's the reason we are be able to do together in a mass scale in the shortest period of time.
Thank you so much, sir. Because amidst his busy schedule, sir has welcomed us, and I hope, and I'm very much thankful to Mr. Sankara Mahalingam, sir, for accommodating us amidst his busy schedule.
Vivekananda College is a great institution, and I tried to get admission for my brother. Unfortunately, I didn't get that time. Thankful for those who are driving this institution because the Vivekananda institution or other forums which created under the Ramakrishna Mission and the group, it does have a great purpose and they have very big goal. So they do big things very easily. So last week, my team visited the skilling center of Ramakrishna Mission in Chennai. So beautifully, they are employing the youth, especially from economically weaker section, to get necessary skills. So amazing things are happening, and this way of giving opportunity for us to share our story. And my simple message to the students community is that they are very powerful. They have to be united. They can make a big impact in our country and be a. It's a beautiful feeling when you're part of a social change. So when I'm going there,
I'm very much thankful, and from my bottom of the heart, on behalf of the department and on behalf of the institution, I want to thank and wish your societal impactful activities should continue in long run. And I hope all these society members, youngsters, to be with you to good things for the society.
definitely. Thank you so much to all of you. Jai Hind. Happy volunteering.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.